Hello, I'm Angel and welcome to my galaxy. Today we are drawing an OC starter pack. A while ago this trend was popular on TikTok, but I never did it because I didn't know about it. But now I know I can do it, and if you don't know what it is, don't worry, I'm going to explain it. Originally this was an AI challenge, but artists took it and made it their own thing. Now the idea of the challenge is to draw your character or yourself in a little package, kinda like they're being sold at a store as an action figure. For this video, I'm going to be drawing my persona and some of my OCs. Hopefully that made sense because we're moving on to the drawing part. For the first part, I'm going to make the packaging, which I'm going to reuse for each drawing, simply because I think it'd be cute if they all matched semi. I had a pretty clear idea of what I wanted to do with the packaging, but I didn't know if I wanted to be horizontal or vertical. As you can tell, I ended up doing vertical. Because I knew what I wanted to do, I didn't really spend a lot of time designing the packaging. The part that took the longest was probably when I was rounding the edges. This just caused a lot of redrawing, so that's about the only reason it took so long. The rest of the drawing just came to me naturally, and I'm very happy how it looks. It's just so cute and colorful, and I love it. Next up, we'll be drawing the characters inside the packaging, but real quick, I want to show you how to do that see-through plastic look that I did. I'm sure most people know how to do it, but just in case, I am going to show it, and it's going to be through IBS Paint, so if you don't have that, I guess you're out of luck. Step 1, obviously open your canvas. Step 2, make a white box. Step 3, make a layer under your current layer and fill in the box with white. Step 4, lower the opacity of your new layer until the white is barely visible. As a bonus, if you want that shine I did, simply make a new layer and lower the opacity to be less see-through than the other layer. That's all the instructions, so now we can continue with the video. I'm not the type of person that draws their persona a lot, but it just felt right for this one. I changed my style a little to make it seem a little more doll-like. I didn't change too much, just enough like the chin being rounded and the hands being circles. I also couldn't fit my halo in with the doll, so I just made it an accessory. Actually, almost forgot that I did button eyes for these characters. Although toys like this normally have plastic eyes, I love dolls with button eyes. Something about button eyes are just so charming, I suppose? I know a lot of people find them creepy, but I don't really get why. Maybe it's like an uncanny valley thing? It's interesting how small changes can make something go from cute to unsettling, and of course it depends on the person and what they find unsettling. Personally, things with big eyes and wide mouths creep me out. I don't get scared easily, but something about just slightly changed facial features sends a chill down my spine. Anyways, back on topic. I try not to ramble too much, as I'm not sure if my audience likes that or not. Other than my halo, the other accessories were pretty easy to pick. Obviously, I just picked things that I like. The first and most important being my cat. You know how Barbie dolls sometimes come with like those little pets on the side? That's what I was thinking for her. As you can see, I designed her to match my whole angel thing, but next time I think I will draw her as a demon. I say that for several reasons. Firstly, I like the idea of her being the devil on my shoulder, and secondly, it's because she is the type of cat who hates everyone except me. She's a pretty mean cat, but has calmed down a lot in her old age. She still doesn't like anyone other than me, but she isn't hissing at everyone at least. The next accessory is my sketchbook and my phone. I've said this in my other videos, but I'm a traditional artist. The only reason I do so much digital art is because digital art is easier to post. That being said is why I included both my sketchbook and my phone. I also included my drawing pad. I didn't know until like last Christmas that they make ones that connect to your phone or tablet. It's very useful, and I highly recommend that you get one if you're looking into drawing on your phone but you're not comfortable using your fingers. Next, we just have a bunch of enamel pins. That's because I collect them, and I believe I mentioned that in a different video. I don't know how clear it is that they're enamel pins, but I didn't really worry about that part. Lastly, I drew my Nintendo Switch. I have green and purple controllers because I prefer it better over the classic red and blue. With that, we are done with the first one. Next, I did my OC Floyd. I love Floyd, but I haven't really gotten to know him yet. I'm still working on his personality and goals, so I haven't really thought of what he would carry with him or common items he would use. That made me hesitant to make an OC pack for him, but in the end I'm glad I tried. Just making up a few items for him has helped a lot more than I thought it would. His whole thing is that he's in a powerful family and wants to escape that, but I never really thought of what he would do outside of that structure. While drawing the items, I decided early on that maybe his goal is just to see the world. He was rich and sheltered and now wants to see more about what lurks outside his protected walls. The first item I drew is a bow because I love archer characters and because I feel archery competitions would be common among the upper class. Next I drew a paper fan, which yes I know seems random compared to the other items. I always try to give my characters at least one random hobby or interest that you wouldn't expect from their character. It's a way to avoid repetition and tropes. For example, the quiet character that reads and the energetic character who plays a sport are a very common trope among characters. Of course, if you like that sort of thing, then it's perfectly okay. This is just how I like to do it. Anyways, I got a little off topic, but regarding the paper fan, Floyd just enjoys making them. I imagine he's quite proud of his paper fans because he has no idea how to make anything else. Next, I drew a box of rocks. This is when I was really beginning to lean more into the idea of him wanting to explore the world. The idea was that he takes interesting rocks from everywhere he visits. Next up, I drew a pouch of coins. I believe this shows his wealthy background and naivety. I say naivety because the country has an odd system. They do have a money system, but trading goods is much more common. Having a coin pouch on your person tells everyone you have money and therefore makes you more likely to get robbed. The other items are a lantern, loose string, and dagger. The lantern is obviously to light his way during night travel, while the string is simply there because he enjoys fiddling with it. The dagger was given to him by an elderly character named Yamar who felt it was important to keep protection on him. Yes, he has his bow, but they're not really made for quick defense. Does he know how to use said dagger? No, but at least it will be there for intimidation. That being said, we have covered all the items that would come with Floyd. Here's the finished product. He is so cute. My next OC is Mia. Now I actually know this character better than Floyd, ironic given that Floyd was made first. She's a dragon thing with lightning powers. She doesn't have a ton of lore, but when I say I know more about her, I mean it in terms of knowing who the character is. Personally, I tend to care more about who the character is than what lore they have. The only real piece of lore I have on her is that she's a professional tennis player, though I don't think most people count that as lore. But that little bit of information does explain the first item I drew, which is a tennis racket. I like to think she can use her lightning powers as a way to charge up her tennis racket for a big hit. Speaking of lightning, some people will probably be confused why she is wearing flames if her powers are lightning. The answer is because I wanted that. I know a lot of people go with themes, especially for a character's powers, but I don't do that. Yes, theming in clothes can help the viewer easily tell things about the character, but I don't design my characters for the viewer. I design my characters for my own use, so if someone can't tell me exactly who they are and what they do in one glance, I'm okay with that. Some characters I do keep themes for, but that's only if the character feels like they would keep that theme for themselves. Mia tends to wear whatever no matter if it makes sense or not. Anyways, for the next item, I did a scrapbook. She sticks in anything she can find, especially if it relates to her day. In a way, she uses It's the fourth time I've recorded this line. Just say it. She uses it as a diary with extra steps. As for the items around it, they're things for crafting and decorating scrapbooks, so ribbon, glue, and paper. The next item is candles. She's that person who has way too many. I drew her laptop next. When she isn't crafting, she is looking for inspiration. Like many artists, she probably spends more time scrolling Pinterest than actually crafting. Lastly is a teapot. When she isn't crafting, she loves doing kintsugi. Sorry if that's not right, I'm not Japanese, it's a Japanese word. Kintsugi is basically fixing cracks with this gold-like material. It doesn't always have to be gold, but gold is most common. This is a hobby I believe she wouldn't partake in a lot. It's one of those hobbies you love for a week, then forget about for a month, then come back to. Now that I think about it, probably wouldn't be a cheap hobby, would it be? At least I don't imagine it would be. I'm going to look that up now. Alright, from my research, it seems to depend on the material you're using to repair it. Obviously, real gold is going to be the most expensive, but there are alternatives that are cheaper. It's not like real gold, some fake material. You would also have to buy a tea set or whatever you're going to repair with gold, I suppose. Anyways, doesn't matter too much because she has a lot of money to spare. As we all know, professional athletes make a ridiculous amount of money. With those parting words, I am officially done with this speed paint. Ta-da! You made it to the end of the video. Good job. I had a lot of fun doing this one, and I might even do it again in the future. I don't know, there's just something so satisfying about drawing your characters as little dolls in plastic. If you're an artist, I recommend trying this, but whether you're an artist or not, I also recommend subscribing. With that, have a lovely day and bye bye.